please ignore the strange transitions? Thank you. All right, I just wanted to go over one more time about resizing and renaming your files before you upload them to Blackboard. Some of you did really great, and some of you need some help on this. So don't worry, that's why we start early in the semester working on. Okay, so first we're going to change the image size. So we go to the image tab at the top, we scroll down to image size, and click. Now again, we're looking at the information in this pop-up window. We're seeing the size of the file opened up in Photoshop, the pixel dimension, which is a little hard to kind of put into a physical understanding. And then we have the width and height dimensions. Now look over on the right hand side and you can see this is a 42-inch by 56-inch image and the resolution's 72. So the thing about pixels, we can rearrange them. We can make them. The thing about pixels is that they are malleable. They are squares of information that only understand color and brightness. And we can change the size of these pixels. If we squeeze more of them into a smaller space, the quality is better. If we make them bigger and fill less space, the quality is low, right? So for the internet, we need a low resolution. For printing, we need a high resolution. The low resolution is 72 pixels per inch. The high resolution is 300 pixels per inch. And if we resize it though, we're maintaining the quality but allowing it to travel more easily across the internet. So that's really what we're trying to do. If you uncheck the resample, or it is already unchecked when you open up your image, you can see these three are locked together. This is when it's in the most malleable state. So 72 resolution is good for the internet, and that's our goal for the internet. For printing, it's 300. So let's just change this to 300. Notice how now I'm dealing with a 10.08 by 13.44 image. What this is telling me, since the desired resolution for printing is 300, the biggest print I could make of this is basically a 13 by 10. And so that's one way to see how big you can print. But we just rearranged the pixels here. I didn't take any out and I didn't add any in, because if I click on OK, my image did not change. And I want you to submit your images online. What I'm going to do is reset this to what it was when I opened the file, and when I opened it, the resample was checked. Okay, so this is just going back to the first time I opened the image. We had this 42 by 56-inch image, but the resolution was only 72. So for the internet, our desired resolution is 72. So if it's already set to 72, you're good. If it's not set to 72, go ahead and change that to 72. Check the resample box, and then let's put the largest dimension 10 inches or below, but really 10 is the perfect size. So because now just the height and width are locked together, when I change the highest dimension, the other one falls within the correct parameters. I just don't want anything over 10 inches, either the height or the width. Okay? Now when I click OK, you're going to see my image on the screen is going to get smaller. And that's showing me that I actually took pixels out of the file and it gets smaller. Okay, so and then just to see if you're nervous about, oh my gosh, I took out too much information, just click a couple times in and you'll get back to the file. And it's It's not the best detail, but it's good enough that I can see, you know, for what you're doing. Basically, it also makes it so like I can't download your image and print it as my own, right? It's a low quality image. It's good for the internet, but not for printing. So now we need to save the file. You go to File, Save As. We always do Save As so we don't override the original file. You can save to My Cloud or on your computer. You're working from home on your own computer. And then the file name I want you to use is the assignment name. So this coming assignment is narrative. So I'll just put, okay, your name, put J. Ace. And then what the subject is. So this was a tree or maybe a path. And so that just is something that will remind me what the subject matter is. Here's where you need to make sure it's set to JPEG. Mine is set to JPEG, so I'm just going to leave it there. And then click Save. Okay, this is a JPEG compression box. You can just click OK. All right, we don't need to mess with that. And then this is what you upload. When you're making your contact sheet, because the act of making the contact sheet is an automated Photoshop process, that file will want to save as a Photoshop. And so we have to remember, if you're using the Creative Cloud contact sheet, you have to change that format from a Photoshop to a JPEG. Okay, if it's not allowing you to do a JPEG, you can save a TIFF, or you can even save it at a JPEG as a PDF. Any of those options will work. Okay, but do your best on this next assignment. I will take a look at them and, you know, give you some points, let you know if you're messing up or whatever. Just baby steps here, people. You guys, your imagery is good this week. I'm really proud of you. Excellent job.